You know, this is a game that I thought would do really, really, really well as a Let's Play in a more episodic format. But I also think that it could do okay, at least, for streaming. And since I'm not really into the time commitment that an entire Let's Play would even give right now, this is definitely a good solution. Despite being my favorite game pretty much of this entire genre, albeit it's also one of the very few games that I have played in this entire genre, if not the only game of this entire genre, I am surprised that I have not played this series as of this point. In all my years of streaming, in all my years of content creation, this is a series I have never played on stream. I have beaten this game at least twice, and I have beaten the sequel at least twice. I've beaten the third game at least once. Going into this, I come with a bit of experience. How well I do, however, remains to be seen. Hi everybody, Skylar Stardrift here, with apparently a frog in my throat, and that's why my voice keeps changing pitch. I'd like the frog to leap out of my throat, please. Or perhaps it's not a frog in my throat. Perhaps it's a wollywog. Welcome indeed to Pikmin. I can't hear the game. Hi Dark Patrol, welcome on in. Welcome to Pikmin. This was a game that was released on the Nintendo GameCube way back in the day, and then was re-released on the Nintendo Wii under the new Play Control variant, before finally getting a re-release on the Nintendo Switch with the HD versions. The same could also be said for Pikmin 2, although, ironically enough, only Australia and a few other countries got Pikmin 2's re-release on the Wii, and I don't know why. Tonight, there is definitely something that you've probably seen already. And I'm sure I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do this anyway. We're playing the Wii version. Of course, we're playing it on the Wii U. I'll go over the reasons for that in just a moment. Pikmin was, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, one of Nintendo's very first, if not the first, brand new franchise in the real-time strategy genre. I don't think Nintendo had really done a lot with the real-time strategy genres, at least themselves they hadn't. And Pikmin changed this, and proved that Nintendo could actually make a good one. The game does a fantastic job of explaining itself, the controls, the story. I mean, you're seeing half the controls here, but the game will go over them. So I'm not even going to get into any of that. Instead, real quick, I am going to talk about the reasons why I am playing the Wii version on the Wii U instead of playing the Nintendo Switch version, or the GameCube version. Well, for a start, I don't have the GameCube version anymore, but it was the version of the game that I played first. When the new Play Control version came out, I picked it up, because I was interested to see how it worked, and I think I had seen like a Nintendo Directs or like trailers or something of the... I'm not even sure if Nintendo Directs were a thing back then, but I saw trailers of it using the pointer to move the cursor around, and it was absolutely amazing. I played it, and I actually enjoyed this version significantly more than the GameCube version. This brings me to the Nintendo Switch port. It turns out that the game, although being upscaled, is just a port. The funny thing is that the Wii U does a decent job of upscaling it itself. Like, you can still see everything clearly around me, you can still see the time of day, the Pikmin numbers, and everything around me quite clearly. The game looks pretty darn decent even on the Wii U. So what's ultimately stopped me from playing the Nintendo Switch version is because of the controls. Having played this with a Wii remote and using the pointer, I can safely say this is definitely my preferred method of playing Pikmin, Pikmin 2, and even Pikmin 3. I specifically did not pick up Pikmin 3 Deluxe because it got rid of that control scheme. Yes, the Pikmin 1 and 2 HD as well as Pikmin 3 Deluxe have motion controls, but they only work some of the time. In Pikmin 3 Deluxe, you need to press and hold the R button to activate it. In Pikmin 1 and 2 HD, it only activates temporarily when you press the A button, which means you're constantly tapping the A button in order to get it to work, which is incredibly bizarre to me. Especially when the Wii pointer just works all the time. This, plus absolutely no updates or upgrades to the system or the game whatsoever. Yeah, the game, I shouldn't say the system. Aside from basically being upscaled, led me to believe that I didn't need to spend another 50, 60 bucks on buying the double pack, and instead I should just keep going with what I've got. I do actually not know if I paid like a brand new price for the Wii version, or if I played like a brand new Wii game price, or if it was like slightly discounted. I believe at least Pikmin was slightly discounted. It was like $59, $60 Australian instead of the $79.80 that a Wii game usually is. So anyway, this is definitely my favorite real-time strategy series, and it's also a really fun one. If you haven't looked into Pikmin and you're a fan of real-time strategies, I actually do recommend it. This is a good start. However, what I don't recommend is playing the first game first. I actually believe that despite the battles being significantly harder in the second game, the first game is considerably easier. Oh, sorry, the second game is considerably easier for one thing. You aren't limited on time. The first game has a daily time limit. With any luck, we'll get through that today. I know for a fact that I have managed to beat this game, although not on the Wii U, but definitely on the Wii. I've managed to beat this game in between 15 to 20 days. So I think we should be okay. But it's also been a really fucking hot minute. So I'm not sure how good I will go, but I'm hoping I will do well. I have not played Pikmin or Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 3 in ages. I haven't touched them since I played through the entirety of Pikmin 3. But I can also say with confidence that I have beaten the game's story modes 100%. And the only Pikmin games I have not played are Hey You Pikmin, or Hey Pikmin, and Pikmin 4. I have not touched that game yet. I figured this would be a fun way to reintroduce myself to the series. I will eventually... Oh yeah, I should probably change the game name, shouldn't I? I will definitely eventually play the other games, but we won't be playing them all through all at once. We will be playing them slowly. As we do with pretty much everything else. So. Anyway. Like I said, the game does a fantastic job of explaining itself. So let's get started. Ignore my... That's not even a practice file, that was just me testing everything. And I had to play through the story mode today too to actually get into the nitty-gritty of the game. So let's go. As per usual, do let me know if you can't hear me or if you can't hear the game as we get started here. Also move my mouse out of the way slightly, because otherwise it will get in the way of the sensor bar. Welcome to the impact site. My name is Captain Nolima. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. Engine is gone, I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. The game is going to go over the controls for me in just a moment, so I'm not going to bother. Alright. Let's head on over here. Where are we going? Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Interestingly enough, I couldn't change the camera angle until this happened. I noticed that whilst I was playing the day before earlier, too, in testing. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me, and then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. I'm very creative with names. The seed of the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without the benefit of wind. Cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Just gonna move the sensor bar back a little bit. I've noticed the cursor's shaking. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Menacingly. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pikmin brand carrots I love so much. I believe I should call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, yet fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it with A, then throw it in the direction I point. And I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and pressing down on the D-pad while pointing as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. Z to rotate the camera behind me. The D-pad left and right to zoom, up to change perspective. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Alright, immediately I'm going to zoom out a little. Don't need to zoom out quite so far. Alright, I might need to adjust my sensitivity on the Wii sensor bar because it is not picking up very well. Hang on, let me move back a little bit. I might do a little bit better. It's still a little janky. Alright, I'll have to adjust that. I did adjust this before the stream, but then I moved the sensor bar, so it's fine. Okay, no, it's a little bit more okay now. Wait, what? What does this Pikmin think of me? I must observe its reactions. The more things I try, the more reactions I can catalog. I shall attempt to grab and throw it with A, then call it to my side with B. Okay, interesting. I did not know that. If you do nothing, he just starts talking to you. Hi Mars, welcome on in. But yeah, I think I might have to go into the Wii U's menu and change the sensor bar sensitivity real quick. Astonishing, the onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study the strange life form more. Why don't you go over there and pick that up? Eh. Come here. Christy Connect coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, Christy. Welcome on in, folks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Skylar Stardrift. I am a variety streamer. And tonight we are bringing a brand new series to the channel. One of, if not my favorite real-time strategy games, Pikmin. What were you up to tonight, Christy? What were you playing? Hope it went well. Yeah, you two deal with that. I'll come over here again and pluck you. Hi, Toaster, welcome on in. Should also talk about the numbers down the bottom of the screen, because I think the game does not actually explain those. So the numbers here are, well, that icon shows the Pikmin that are currently in my squad and what I will throw next. I believe that in this version, I can change out the Pikmin that I am throwing next, I think. Hi, Papalinks, welcome on in. This number here, if I could get the sensor bar to work, there we go. That number there is the number of Pikmin that are in my squad. This is the number of Pikmin that are on the field total. That includes ones in the ground, like that one over there. And this is the total number of Pikmin I have in the ground, in onions, as well as in my squad. Oh. I thought I threw all 5 of you. Get over there. Get to work! Alright, let me pluck these guys. Now on day 1, you have an unlimited time to explore and get used to your surroundings. I do not remember if the Pikmin on day 1 can actually be grown to flowers or not. I'll explain that on the second day. But just know for now that you might actually be able to grow your Pikmin to flowers here on the first day. The longer you leave them in the ground, they will slowly grow over time. From leaves to buds to flowers, with flowers of course being the best. As I said, I don't really recall if you can do that on the first day or not. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills and turn them into slaves, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw. Press B to call them, C to dismiss them. Press down on the D-pad and point to command and control the group. Use Z and up and left and right on the D-pad to control perspective. I shall record this in my computer and access it with plus. There's a Pikmin standing right in front of me. What are you looking at? Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? I'm sure, Olimar, that you will find a way. Alright. I was gonna say, latch on, buddy. You also see that the cursor here, I'll explain this because it's not really explained in the game itself. The cursor here has two little icons, the inner circle and the outer circle, let's just call them for ease of complexity. The inner circle indicates where I will throw a Pikmin, and the distance I can throw them. The outer circle, however, is the distance of the pointer itself, including the whistle. This is also why I like playing the Wii version, because I can throw a Pikmin way the hell over there. And even though it's out of range of my throwing arc, I can still call him all the way back. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my grip, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Perhaps paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguishing between Pikmin. I also just realized that I did not set out my VC face properly. Oops, daisy. 500. I think this is a... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need another render delay, and I'm gonna need to add that 100. 500, 100. That should be in tune with my mic. Yep. Perfect. Got it. Okay. We should be good now. Sorry about that. Hi, Michael. Welcome on in. What's also fun about the Wii version is there are certain sounds that play through the Wii remote. When I'm commanding Pikmin like I just did with down on the D-pad, that sound actually plays through the Wii remote instead of playing through the game, but of course I've turned off the Wii remote sound effects, because it's just easier that way. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty well. I actually went to see June 2 with some friends at the cinemas today. As someone who's not read the original books, like, at all, and has only watched June Part 1 once, honestly, it was pretty good. I need to rewatch June Part 1 because I actually have no idea what that was all about, honestly. Like, I did watch it, but I do not recall, like, pretty much most of it, including all of the main characters. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. I'm just watching my friend while she's asleep in a Discord call. Alright. At the end of the day, any Pikmin that are in your squad or around the base camp, within certain areas, of course, will return to the onion. However, any Pikmin that are above ground that are not in those locations will be lost. Keep this in mind moving forward. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or if they merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hocotate. Hocotate? Hocotate? I forget the official pronunciation. Analysis shows the life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow. That ends the tutorial level. You can only sprout a maximum of 25 Pikmin, though you only need 20. And there is no danger, so don't worry. You can return to the impact site, however, it's recommended that you don't bother, because there's literally nothing to do here until later. So our next destination is the Forest of Hope. However, before we get started on that, I'm actually going to head to the Wii menu because I want to change those settings on this Wii remote, which means grabbing the stupid gamepad. Ugh, good thing I stuck you on charge then. Because unfortunately, for some stupid reason, you can't change the Wii remote settings on the Wii menu. You have to go to the Wii U's menu first. So I'm just going to do this real quick. This won't take long. I just want to change up the settings here. And unfortunately, they also made it so that you can't control the menu or the system settings outside of the Wii U menu. Which is really stupid. Remote and sensor bar. Point the Wii remote at the sensor bar and press A. Let's move the mouse out of the way a bit more. You know, I had this right before. I don't know what I've done. Ooh, moving that seemed a bit more effective. Okay, 5 is definitely a no. 4 is shaky. 3's a bit shaky. 2 is a little shaky. I mean, it would probably help if I could sit a bit further back, but I can't. So, alright. Let's try that. This is also the reason why I haven't played this game before, is because my room is very small. So, the sensor bar is practically sitting on top of me almost. It's maybe about 40 to 50 centimeters away, and I think it's supposed to be more like 3 meters away to read a bit properly. That seemed a little less shaky. Alright. Alright, let's try that. Probably should have redone that, but eh. Oh well. Eh. Let's move the microphone up a little bit too. I wish there was like a recalibrate setting or something like that, but there just isn't. So you gotta just make do with what you got. Alright, now we can move on to day 2. And to the Forest of Hope. Land in this region? Sure. Welcome to the Forest of Hope. With the tutorial level completed, the training wheels have been disengaged and thrown in the fucking bin. That's it. I hope you were paying attention, because now you're on your own in the wilds of the planet. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. Let's get the whole squad out here. We are also on a very strict timer. I believe it's around the 15-minute mark or so. So I'm going to leave that there. Here, you guys get to work on this. And I'll grab 2 more of your brethren and put you over there. This timer will now slowly tick down. Once it reaches this dot here, there will be a 10-second, quote-unquote, time down to grab the rest of your remaining Pikmin. It's best to use your day as efficiently as possible from this point going forward. With the aim of the game being quite clear. Grow your Pikmin, destroy obstacles, defeat enemies. I did a terrible job on that one, actually. Destroy obstacles, defeat enemies. There we go. That's what I was trying for. Destroy obstacles, defeat enemies, gather as many ship parts as possible. Yeah, they got it figured out. They know what to do. They're smart. Sort of. Well, you walk directly into his mouth. Actually, leave that one there. I'll carry this one back. That's gonna be better. There we go. Alright, you're probably wondering why I'm leaving those yellow Pikmin. That's because of one of our objectives today. Right, we've got a squad of 44 with a few more to come. I think that should be... I think this should be a fairly decent size. Yeah, 48 should be alright. Should be fine to do what I want to do. Oh, no you don't. Come back here. Let's leave that for tomorrow. Or later in the day. I'm actually going to take a bit of a risk here. Instead of upgrading my Pikmin, I'm going to move over here. Oh, hang on. Let's get that back nice and quick. Why, it's the Eternal Field Dynamo. I was It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. How many Pikmin does this take to carry? 40. Okay, I won't bother with that right now. I have other priorities that I would like to sort out. Oops. This should be a sizable squad. And a sheer force to be reckoned with. $64. Alright. That should be enough. Trouble with leaf Pikmin is they are quite slow, so keep this in mind. Time for the old bum rush strategy! Go, 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 go! Hey! That went very well. Okay, you guys carry that back. Apparently I've got a ghost Pikmin somewhere. Alright. Unfortunately, that probably means I'm gonna end up with, Oh, there you are. Yeah, why don't you... go over there. Leaf Pikmin being slow in 3. Yeah, Leaf Pikmin are very slow. They're also, less powerful. So just keep that in mind. They've almost got that gate down, which is good. Just keep an eye on any bulbs that may be around the area. You know what? I'm gonna leave them there. You guys come back. This is gonna be tricky. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly, so it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in onions. To adjust my monitor, I can press Z to rotate the camera, left or right on the D-pad to zoom, and up on the D-pad to change the viewpoint. I can also press plus to view a detailed computer analysis. I believe in the original game, there was actually a way to, like, decrease or increase the zoom of the monitor itself. Which is not here. Alright. Bum rush! Nice! Look at that. Cool. Alright. Let's have you guys work on this. Whilst I do some more important things. Yeah, carry that back a little bit faster. That leaves me with 4 reds. That's fine. So I'll carry that back. You reds are with me. Because now with my part allocated, we can meet. Our second Pikmin type. Which is a giant rock in the way. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing B. This was a lovely change that they introduced here. And hey, that's the dynamo back. Eternal fuel dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. It's only been one day. I've now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to get... excuse you. Any further ship parts today, because I'm going to focus instead on growing the yellows. Go over there. Yellows are probably the least helpful Pikmin in Pikmin 1, I'd argue. By comparison. So you don't really need a whole lot of them. Alright, cool. Gonna try and grab as many of those pellets as I can. Keep throwing Pikmin when I mean to grab them from the ground. Oh well, never mind. I've made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at any one time in any area. That's good to know. Okay, and one over there, and one over there, and one over there. And these reds have grown to flowers, which is nice. Flower Pikmin, I may as well go over this now. The flower Pikmin are the strongest and fastest, followed by buds, followed by leaves. You can propagate flower Pikmin by letting them grow on the ground, or if you so wish, there is the alternative method, which is to use grass, which is over there, and there's some over there as well. I'm not going to bother too much with the grass today. Even though I feel as though I should, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to leave my yellow squad out. The yellow Pikmin has picked up a peculiar stone. Why did it decide to grab it? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin, but just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. Don't think there's... whoop. Careful. Don't think there's any more in there, yeah? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Bomb rocks are pretty much only good for 1 day, so just be aware of that. Alright. Don't know what you're doing up there, buddy. Let's... Go and pick that up. Thank you. Stand back. Glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bum rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. But they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant when I throw bum rock carrying Pikmin and give them orders. They will throw their bum rocks at nearby walls or obstacles. The explosive power of the bum rocks is tremendous, so I must keep my distance. Perfect. Let's go over here too. Oh, even better. Alright, cool. So let's... My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onion on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin still planted is safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. Alright, let's pluck these guys, because even though they will still be here tomorrow, it's better to pluck them now so that they're out. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get another ship part today, but hey. Really? Come on. Perfect. I sowed a lot of seeds there. Amazingly, despite how far back they have to walk to the onion, they'll be fine. Well, I think we're off to a really good start. My Pikmin are leaves, but that's fine. Don't think I left anything behind, I hope not. You'll be able to tell if you leave a Pikmin behind, because the bulbwobs will get to eat it. Or the enemies of the planet will get to eat it. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances, then I'd only have to press plus to look at my parts. Yet there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I'm attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. If Olimar takes too much damage, he dies and the day ends immediately. All Pikmin that are in the field are lost completely. This includes those that are working. So just be aware of it. I lost 2 in battle today. Oh well, never mind. The other thing too is you can have a Pikmin extinction. This is where you lose all of the Pikmin that are in the onions and on the field for any given type. I believe there's also a total Pikmin extinction for all of them. The next day, the onions that ran out will sow a single seed to help you grow your population back. I was kind of hoping that we would have been able to grab the chip parts required, because I'm sure speedrunners can do that on their second day, but to get to the third day. But never mind. So I think what we'll do is we'll get out 50 reds. And I reckon we'll get out 30 yellows. Alright. First thing to do, pluck all the grass. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. Ooh, that was lucky. Look at all that nectar, man. Not a single Pikmin... Okay, there's like 2 leaves. But wow. Now, if I remember correctly... maybe it's not. I thought there was a way to change to leaf Pikmin, but I don't think there is in this version. Oh, well, never mind. Anyway, we can move on. Bomb rocks restore each day, so make sure to use them. Looks like we're out over there. Let's pluck these guys out. And then... what I think I might do is I might separate my squad. Remember, if a bomb Pikmin gets eaten, it will explode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some reds. I'm going to come in here. Because I believe, yeah, there's some sheer grubs here. Attack the purple ones, because the purple ones are enemies that will kill you. There we go, nice. Yeah, well done. I asked you to pick up the pellet, not that. But sure. Alright, cool. So we got the whimsical radar up there. Can I reach it? 20. Alright. Yellows, come here. Pick up some more bomb rocks. Alright. Okay, I'm out of bombs. So I'm just gonna grab some more. Looks like we're out of bombs there too. Grab my bomb squad. Don't have any other Pikmin aside from bombs, so... that's the radar back. I know that, but I know that part. Whimsical radar. This important part can detect the locations of the other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press plus to view. Up or down on the D-pad zooms in and out. This will surely help me in my search for the remaining parts. I've now recovered 3 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Well, there's your next part, Olimar. So let's go and grab these guys. Right. I'm gonna have the bomb Pikmin stand down for a minute. Let's get the reds. It's the extraordinary bolt. I bought this incredible bolt because the salesman told me of it. It is of extraordinary quality that is indiscernible to the average person. Exactly what makes it so extraordinary is a secret, but just look at it. Extraordinary. There we go. Alright, let's have you guys come back here. Also, one thing to note, do not trust Pikmin AI. Pikmin are not smart. They will wander directly into danger if given the opportunity. So do not give them the opportunity to do so. Kind of want these things to grow back properly. One and 2. Of course, you go and help your buddy instead. Alright, cool. I think we're doing well here. So that's the radar, that's the whimsical type bolt. Extraordinary bolt. This bolt's bolt holds the kind of value that only a true connoisseur can understand. I've now recovered 4 out of 30 parts. If I can buy just 1 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, so what I might do is I might put some of the yellow Pikmin back. Wait for these to go in, put some of the yellows away. Cool. Alright. Right, that's midday. I should be able to get another part today, I believe. What are you doing all that way over there? Fairly confident in saying that I should be able to get another part today. And then I can focus on growing my numbers. Get up. Keep an eye out for any stragglers that trip over like that, because if they trip over, they might, get left behind. And you don't want that. Right, I want to sneak around my bomb rocks, because I want to keep hold of those. So I'm going to sneak around them. I'm going to sort of file away over this side, folks. Come on. 3, 2, 1, go! Nice! Look at that. Alright, let's have you guys start working on this. And then I'll bring over the bomb rocks. Because we got this gate to destroy over here. Did you just trip with a bomb rock? You might want to be a bit more careful with that, buddy. Okay. Let's grab the yellows. Sure. Alright. It's blue. That's better. Olimar can attack these pellet posies himself by pressing the A button. Counts as a punch. One and one. And yellows are up there. I was gonna say, there should be enough up there. Jeez. Oh, excuse you. Back to work! These ones don't seem to be changing color, so we'll just bother with that. I'm not going to bother with that bridge because the sheer growths will just come along and destroy it by the time I'm back here, so there's no point in bothering with that. I believe there's only one more part we can get in this location. Which is this one here. No, that was bad! That was bad! That was a fail! Oh, bother. That sucked. Oh boy, he's coming this way. Phew. I found the Nova Blaster. This emits a dazzling burst of light. I'm capable of destroying almost anything. I'm not exactly sure about this, but the promotional brochure claims that its blasts can travel in the currents of space-time, smashing through stars and into the rifts of space. So why didn't you use it to blow up the asteroid? Were you not paying attention? I don't think you were paying attention, Olimar. Pay attention. Alright, so there's another part up there, but I don't think well, I can get it. But I don't think it's wise to do so by the end of this day. It's not like we're done here either, we'll be coming back anyway, so. See what I mean by stragglers? Alright, where are my bomb rocks? Where did they end up? I think they're back over there. Back in the base. That's fine. There's... looks to be like a couple of red Pikmin that might have gotten lost. No? Alright, that's fine. Gonna try and not leave any Pikmin behind if I can possibly help it. Cool. Nova Blaster. This is a weapon of such incredible destructive force that it can blast stars into tiny pieces. It has a strange allure. I've recovered 5 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. Even better! That's what I was really hoping for. faster we can visit the third location, the better. Now then. Should I go for that other part or not? No. That would be a straight no. Okay. There shouldn't be any stragglers. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts left. So I could probably have gotten one. There are 2 more parts that I can currently get in this entire region. Let's go rescue Johnny Jim over here. Thinks he's brave. Nice of you to join me. Okay, let's go pluck these guys and call it a day. Perfect. And it'll show me at the end of the day. On day 2, you can get to the 5 parts required, but it's a little difficult, and you need to go for the yellow Pikmin pretty much straight away and ignore, I think, a couple of the Bulbs along the way. It is doable. But hey, reaching the distance, what is it? Did I leave one behind, or did he get into the onion? He got into the onion. Okay, he was just really delayed. Wow. 3 days since impact. I now add yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks, so perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open up new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as bomb rock carriers, break into squads when dismissed with C. If I grab one for a moment by holding A, I can swap Pikmin by then pressing B. Something that I don't think you can do in the original version. I think in the original version, however, on Pikmin 2, there was a way to change the designation of Pikmin, so you could like go between flowers or leaves or buds as well. I seem to remember that, but it doesn't seem to be working here. Never mind. Let's see here. We got 95, 234. Lost in battle. I lost 8 to that Bulborb. Well, never mind. 106 and 118. That's pretty solid, actually. I don't think I need to bother with the yellows anymore. Over to the Forest Navel. This is our next destination, and you betcha we're gonna go there right away. Because there's something important for us pretty much straight away. Okay. I'm gonna call out 30 reds, and I'm gonna call out 20 yellows. They can get my day started. And by that, I mean I'm gonna split them here and leave them there. I'm just calling them out now so I can go and do this first and foremost. Stand back, Olimar, you know what to do. You've been through this experience a few times. It is a Pikmin of yet another color. Near this one's cheeks is what appears to be a set of gills. This trait suggests to me that this blue type of Pikmin can enter the water without any trouble whatsoever. There's only one way to find out. I will use A to hold one and press B to swap it out and issue it my commands. Blue Pikmin are very special because they can stand in water. These are probably the most heavily utilized Pikmin in the game. If you want to split them down, which you can do, yellow Pikmin are very situational and not necessarily required. Blue Pikmin are definitely the most versatile because they can go pretty much anywhere. And red Pikmin are your fighters. Oh, no you don't, buddy. Come on, guys. Get over here. I need you. No, don't attack him! What are you doing? Oh, fine, fuck it. Stupid bread bug won that bloody pellet. I needed that too. That's a shame. Gonna be down on blue Pikmin because of that stupid bread bug. Right, I'm actually gonna leave you guys there. Head back up here. Unfortunately, I've got no shortcuts open, so I'm gonna have to do this the long way. Fortunately, there's a little ramp up here. Right, first and foremost, let's take care of those fire wollywogs. Split, yellows, you take care of this one. And reds, because you're impervious to fire, I'll have you deal with this one. Can't deal nearly enough damage to that guy. Ow. Well, the bad news is I've dropped down here and there's actually not really much of a way back up. But that's fine. Ooh, I stood in front of that and took that to the face. That was bad. Great, so the yellows have finished. Let's transport you guys back to the base for the moment and leave you there. Because I don't actually know if I'm going to need any more yellow Pikmin. Come on, guys, get up. Okay. Definitely not doing this in the ideal manner. I think what you're supposed to do is, like, call the Pikmin off before they throw them. Which I'm doing a terrible job of doing. I also didn't really bring a big squad. I brought a very small squad. That's because the Pikmin are pretty much impervious to the fiery blowhog, so... As long as it doesn't catapult them in the water, which it's facing away from, it should be fine. Now where is the... Blue onion is over that way. Okay, great. Okay. This could have gone better. Bother. I've walked into the wrong pool. Now, I will state too that there is some hidden text for each part. When Olimar finds it, you can press A to examine them. There we go. But I probably won't get all of those. Actually, we're just in time to see this too. The bread bug is dead, and that gives us another part. Thank goodness, my space float! This float is an absolute necessity for any pilot who lacks skill at swimming in space. You can press A to check them. Space float, an excellent swimmer like me is no need for something like this, but my motto is always be prepared. It's just for emergencies. Looks like we're meeting our quota today. Perfect. Not a part I thought I would be getting today, but sure. Now recovered 6 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 6 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split. I'm gonna put the reds back. I will take the yellows with me, but I'm going to be very careful with them. Actually, yeah, I will take the yellows with, but gonna be careful. Because what I want is that. What I don't want you to do is carry that. What I want you to do is build that instead. They're not going to finish that in time. Oh well. It was just a thought. Because I think that's really where the only bomb rocks are in this entire stage. Right, so what I've actually done is made a mistake. So I need to put these guys back. Right, I want none of you with me, because you will make a mistake, you will drag the blue Pikmin into the water. Or the blue Pikmin will drag you into the water, I should say. Alright, I want to focus on grabbing blue Pikmin today. I'm missing 45. There's a yellow Pikmin there, so I'll have to pick him up as well. That's fine. You stay over there, buddy. Don't help him. Grab the other pellet, thank you. Yeah, you stay over there. Looks like I can distract him a little bit. Take that. Ow. There. Cool. That should really help the blue numbers. All these enemies. Yeah. Well, that's looking healthy. That's a good squad, actually. 59, plus 7, plus whatever this gives me. There is that yellow straggler. No Pikmin left behind. Can't just leave him. Let's go on a rescue mission. Where is he? Oh, he's up there. No! Don't get distracted, man. There. Okay, everything else is in sprouts and should be fine. For the day. I believe. So we should be fine. He tripped in the cutscene! Oh, good luck, that's an even longer walk. He didn't even go the right way. Oh well. Nice. Still no one left behind. Let's keep that up. 4 days since impact. Deep in the cave I discovered in the forest, I encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks, and they appear to be amphibious, surviving both in water and on land. The wonders of nature never cease to stun me, even in this alien land. Sprout at 83, 317. We lost 1 in battle. I don't know where, but probably towards the, yeah, probably when that breadbug dealt with things. Cool. That's a good start. With blue Pikmin under our belt, we are now capable of finishing off both the impact site as well as the Forest of Hope. Now, do I have enough Pikmin to do this now? Or should I leave it? Because I definitely have the Pikmin to do this now. Let's do this now. This will be, when you return to the impact site, the most prosperous day for gathering Pikmin. Get yourself a solid squad. You're going to need it. I'm actually going to take out 50 blues here. Because they're the ones that I'm going to need the most of. Then I'm going to take out 25 reds. 25 yellows. I think that'll be good to get us started. This flint beetle is another method of getting pellets as well as nectar. Don't think we did too well there. Eventually he'll just leave us alone. Cool. Alright. There's actually quite a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. So let's go in here, grab as many bomb rocks as we can. Stop chasing him. You won't get anywhere with him. Stop chasing him. Half my Pikmin fell off, so I'm gonna have to dismiss. Right. That's the Pearly Clam Clamp. Pearly Clam Clamps are unique enemies to this stage. Their pearls can give you 50 Pikmin each, making them very, very, very useful. Yeah, you stand over there, I know where you are there. Cool. One, 2, 3 runs. Separate. Oh, there's something for you yellows to do, actually. Now, there are 3 pearly clamps, but one of them has a ship part, unfortunately, so one color of Pikmin is going to miss out on the first day you arrive here. So I've already decided that's going to be the yellows. Ah. Found the positron generator. By combining batteries with solar cells, this machine can generate incredible amounts of electricity. What a timely find. This instant space noodles will taste better heated up. Oh, that was harsh. Fuck. That hurt. Oh well, never mind. Remember that they do close one more time. I've got 11, 12 Phantom Pikmin somewhere. And I don't know where. Okay, that's weird. I've got 12 Pikmin in my squad and I don't know where they are. I think the yellows are pretty much done for the day. I'll leave the reds at the base here. There we go, that's better. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do you need? I counted 20. There. Hi, Flyer. Welcome on in. Alright, cool. That's our big spoils of the day. It's a great idea to go and get those first. Get the ship part that you need, and then come back here. Alright, let's leave those for the moment. It's going well, Flyer. How about yourself? Actually, I need to do... some little swapperoos here. I believe there's a... That's it. There we go. Better, thanks. That's good to hear. Right, so that's that done. So now, what am I doing? positron generator. This electric generator is so powerful that if you approach it carelessly, you'll get an electric shock. I've now recovered 7 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 5 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So what I want to do is I want to take some reds. I want to put the reds away and instead get out the... take out some yellows. There are no more enemies in this stage until later in the game, and I will be attempting to show those off. Right. These can just go to whoever grabs them. Okay, grab those. Again, to whoever grabs them. Whoa, where did you end up? Sorry about that, buddy. I'm not supposed to end up out of bounds. There's another one over there, too. Alright, over this side. Again, whoever gets them first, gets them. Not really too fussed about the yellow Pikmin anymore. This should be alright. I believe, anyway. At least I'm hoping they'll be alright. Right. Okay, why do I have 95 with me? There we go. Got 100 out of 100. Right, and I believe, aside from some nectar, which I think is all gone... Oh, hang on, there's one more. Don't you dare! Bloody hell. Where's that bomb rock? I'm throwing you over there. Get out of there. Perfect. 97. 98. 99. Yellow. There we go. Why did you take the most convoluted path to get there? That raises our number almost to 500 Pikmin. That is a good solid number, I think. This return to the impact site is your most important day for raising Pikmin thanks to those pearly clam clamps. Just remember that. Very, very, very useful. I definitely lost like 30 in battle for sure. But we more than made up for that. I grabbed all 20 pellets, I grabbed all 10 pellets. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I definitely grabbed all 20. All 320 yellow pellets I grabbed, all 320 pellets I grabbed, all 310 pellets I grabbed. I grabbed the 2 pearls from the pearly clam clamps as well. 5 days since impact. I've seen that at times the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and a flower. It appears that if I do not pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually bloom over time. Fascinating. This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in the natural world. I found flower Pikmin to possess increased swiftness. When in a rush, I found pressing and holding A, then calling the flower Pikmin forth with a D-pad to be quite an effective strategy. Also learned that new sprouts found growing on days following fierce battles are the result of seeds being left behind. So flower Pikmin can have a chance, I believe it's just a chance, to leave behind a seed when they die. But, of course, they have to be, like, the flower Pikmin has to be eaten. They can't be reverted to a leaf and then eaten or anything like that. It's specifically got to be a flower. Also, it does mention the D-pad, which is interesting. Okay, the blues dipped a bit and then more than made up for it. We lost 26 in battle, 37 total, which is pretty bad, but the blues grew from like, what, 60 to 133. We effectively over doubled their numbers. 205 reds and 161 yellows. That is pretty solid. We will be returning to the impact site. We're actually not done because I do want to show off the 2 additional bosses that do appear here, but we are done with the impact site for now. Instead, let's return to the Forest of Hope. We still got some time left. We got more parts to grab. Now here's where it gets really difficult and interesting. I figured I'd do that first and take care of that, so that I have the Pikmin numbers that I want for the rest of the game going forward. Or at least I hope I've got the Pikmin numbers for the rest of the game going forward. Take out 50 of you guys. I think I'll take out 25 blues for now. $20 yellows, and I'll fill up the rest with reds. Now, just because the enemies are no longer a threat because you got such large numbers, does not mean you should not take them out. Remember, they'll still eat your Pikmin as they come in towards the base. Right, now, reds, you're expendable. Sorry. After a few days, unfortunately, enemies will return. Oh, hang on. Let's get you blues working on that over there. There. Okay, now, what do I want to do today? Once you got the radar, it makes it really, really, really handy to go over your parts and what you can do. So, I'm definitely getting this part today, but I think I might go for this part next. And clear up that side of the map. And then I can just sort of slowly work my way towards these two parts. Because that was the part that I couldn't grab before. So yeah, I think this is the way forward. Whether or not we complete this area today remains to be seen, but I'd like to get the two parts done today. Oh, brother. Alright. Fuck. Okay. Really? You're gonna get stuck on him? Fine. Lure him this way. The good news about Bulbobs is they're relatively territorial. I just want you guys to move that out of the way. Thank you. Okay, great. Perfect. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Alright. I'm gonna disband you all there. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and grab some blues. Who have finished building this bridge, which is nice. Thanks, fellas. Now I need you for another task. Do be careful with the wooden bridges, because sheer grubs and sheer wigs have a nasty mindset of attacking them. So I'm gonna leave that all there for now, because I want to come around this side, and I want to push this box out of the way. There we go, great. Now then. What I'm about to do is very bloody dangerous, and I'm not sure I should be doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Snagrit. Hi. Oh, that's a second Snagrit. Hi. I don't care about you right now, because instead I'm gonna go over here. I'll definitely be finishing off this side of the map today, but whether or not I finish off the other side remains to be seen. And I don't think I will be able to. Yellow Pikmin, you guys can stay there for the moment. Right. Where's the first one? Nope. Nope. Come on. There we go. Nope. Really? Only a few of you got on there that time. Oh, brother, and they're right next to each other now too. Great. There's one Pikmin in front of me dancing around. You should be getting your head stuck in the ground a lot more often, mate. Okay, that wasn't bad. Oh, brother. Ah, fuck. Oh, you guys are drowned. Yep. Come on. Ow. Thank you. There we go. Okay, this is just gonna be quicker this way. Hey, no deserters, you get back here. Nice, there we go. There should be one more around here. Yep, there it is. Alright. Wow, most of you got on there that time. See, now that's how you should two-cycle him. So I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing. Now give me my Geyser counter. There we go. It's the Geyser counter. Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it. So it doesn't do me much good. I really should read that manual one of these days. Maybe you should. Alright. I'm seeing this game in action. Oh, really? Well, welcome to Pikmin. Hopefully I'm doing an alright job, but that remains to be seen. Alright, let's go pick up the blues, which are over here. I found my Sagittarius. My son gave this to me as a present. It brings to mind visions of my son back home on planet Hocotate. Oh, to be back there right now. Cool. Now, I don't really think there's enough time left in the day to go for any more parts. So instead, what I think I might do is I might generate more soldiers. That is my zodiac sign. Nice! I think it's actually the zodiac sign of Olimar's son as well. Oh right, you guys are still just chilling out over here, aren't you? Forgot about you guys. Sagittarius, this was a gift from my son. He must be very worried about me. I've now recovered 8 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 4 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. I think what I might do is I might just run back and grab all of this stuff. Guide your counter, this noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying, and I've now recovered 9 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, cool. My numbers have definitely gone down today. However, remember I was at 490 when I arrived here today. Ah, fuck. Don't think they're gonna carry these back in time. Pro tip, if you've only got one Pikmin behind you, grab and hold him. Well done. Well done indeed. Oh, I'm not sure if I called him. Oh well. Looks like my policy of not leaving anyone behind has changed. And I think I've left a few behind tonight. My rush to try and get everything done. But I'm not going to reset the day. I'm going to deal with the consequence there. I was hoping to not leave a single Pikmin behind, but that's not going to be the case. Yep. One down. 6 days since impact. The Pikmin that I did not bring back to the Onion all vanished overnight. It may well be that they have fallen prey to the planet's nocturnal creatures. An ugly thought, even though I've seen Pikmin dying at my own hands. Perhaps that is why they follow me into the atmosphere. I'm starting to grasp the cycles of life on this planet. I left behind 5, apparently. Which makes sense, yeah. It would have been some of the ones that I was carrying. I sprouted 50, and I lost 24 in battle, so all in all, not terrible. But the Blues definitely suffered a bit. So if I'm going to grow any more Pikmin, it needs to be the blues. Specifically the blues. Don't worry about the reds, don't worry about the yellows. Everyone else is catered for. Alright, let's finish up the Forest of Hope. I think I'm only gonna need... Actually, I might need a bigger group than that. Let's take out a whole squad. Oh, that was good! Get some of that. Whoa. That was handy. I think I've got like one single leaf still in the party. Oh, it's down! Okay, there you go. Down on the D-pad. So I can just slide my finger over the A button there. Down on the D-pad to choose between leaf, flower, and bud. Pikmin. So that's very handy to know. Now, the reason why I got 93 of these blokes out... If you grab that pellet, thank you. Okay. Now, I do have an idea. There. Here, you guys take some of this stuff back. I'll take those. And we'll put away pretty much all the blues. I'll leave like... I'll tell you what, I'll put away the whole lot. I'm gonna need a big squad of reds. Wait for them to go in. Actually, what I'll do is I'll grab the yellows. Grab my yellows out. Alright, bomb squad. Bomb squad needs bombs, and I spot bombs. Attack, man! Oh, that was bad. That was a bad bomb rush. Never mind, we got it. Don't know how we got it, but we got it. Perfect. Alright. Bomb squad, you're with me. Arm yourselves. Now. Bomb squad, arm yourselves. How did I end up with 11? Ah, whatever. Cool. Those are honey wisps. They will grant you some nectar if you can catch them. Alright, now that was a considerable waste of time. And I'm not sure it was really worth it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw everybody up here. Nice. Bomb squad, go away. Now the problem is, I've only got leaves, and that's going to be a problem. Right, that's the sign of midday. So the question is whether or not I can do this in midday on one day or not. Considering the boss fight, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Because what we're about to do here is we're about to tackle the area boss. Right. Welcome to the Almond Cannon Beetle! There's only one of these in this entire game. Ah, that was terrible. Fuck's sake, come on. Alright. I'm not being fast enough, that's why. That's what we want! Okay. Nice! We one-cycled him! Haha! That's what I'm talking about! Go Reds! That leads us to the, at last, my radiation canopy. This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I get this back to the ship. Which I believe is another 30, yeah. Great. Let's see, what's in the onions so far? 1,873, 137. I'll move this a bit closer to the base, and then I'll drop it and leave it for the blues. Actually, I'll drop it now. And leave it for the blues. Okay. Radiation canopy. I'll have to inspect it later to make sure it hasn't cracked. I'll be in for even more trouble if I have any radiation leaks. I've now recovered 10 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Unfortunately, you won't find them here, Olimar. But let's put away 30... Oh, it's not nearly enough, is it? There we go. Pick up the red along the way. Are there any stragglers? There's one over there. I'll make sure to pick him up. Right, I've got to do this quick. What are you doing over there, mate? Right. Blues. Need you for a sec. Why is there a red with you? Okay, how the fuck do I get up there? Am I just supposed to walk up? Oh, I'm supposed to just walk up the branch, apparently, okay. Listen, I know there's nectar over there, but we got more important things to deal with. Thank you for drinking all of that, you rotten sod. How did that go so poorly? Ah. That should not have gone as poorly as that did. It's the shock absorber. This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during flight. It's smooth sailing with this in place, usually. Okay, I'm gonna need to get as many Pikmin as I can possibly carry onto that. Okay, any stragglers? No. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck all these guys. And we're finished! Phew. Shock absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical spaceflight. I've now recovered 11 out of 30 parts. If I can find just one more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yeah, these guys aren't going to make it back in time. I was pressing the pause button, I needed to see where the other Pikmin were, and it wasn't letting me press the pause button, so I'm pretty sure I've lost another 2 Pikmin. Trying to do this with minimalistic casualties, especially on the end of day sequences, but apparently that's just not possible. Oh, okay. Well, they weren't in my squad. They might have been in the ground. If they were in the ground, then I didn't pluck them. 7 days since impact. The Pikmin always carry the prey back to the onions. Close observation indicates that taking food pellets to onions of the same color results in the release of larger numbers of Pikmin seeds. Also found ways to group Pikmin by color. I can hold A to grab one, then press B to swap it out. Or I can press C to dismiss them into like-colored groups. We grew 70 today and lost 13. If you can keep that number, usually if you can keep the sprouted number higher than the lost in battle number, then you should be fine. That's doing really well. Reds dipped a little bit there, but then they quickly made up for it, so that's fine. 218 reds, 173 yellows, 187 blues. The blues shot up ridiculously thanks to that armored cannon beetle. So that was great. Let's take a save there. We've been going live for about 2.5 hours. I could, in theory, end it there if I wanted to, because this area has got a lot of parts to take care of. But we are done with the first 2 areas of the game, which is great. And we're only on day 8, and we've already got 11 out of 30 parts. I mean, really, I should have 14, because you can beat this game in as little as like 10, maybe. I think the game can be beaten in anywhere between 12 to 15 days, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's within that time range of 10 to 15 days the game can be finished. Ideally, you kind of want to be going for like 2 parts a day, so that should get you a finish in 15 days. And I'm actually not doing great. I've been focusing on growing my numbers a lot. But I think I should have more than enough numbers to finish the game from this point forward. So I shouldn't have to focus too much on growing my numbers. I should just focus on destroying obstacles and getting the parts. And, of course, taking care of the enemies. Alternating days from day 8 onwards. So I could show them now. But I think what I might do is so there are 2 hidden bosses here in the impact site. They show up on alternating days starting from day 8 onwards. Which would mean day 9 and day 10 are used up. But I feel as though maybe we should wait and do them later. And go... I don't know. I feel like we should just continue on. We can do one, maybe 2 more days. I'm thinking of either doing the impact site's hidden bosses or the forest navel. And making some progress there. We'll do the forest navel. We'll do another blast of the forest navel, why not? We didn't really do a lot here, or explore the area enough. All of the enemies should be back. I think the bread bug might even be back as well. Oh. That's handy. They're all flowers too, which is fan-bloody-tastic. Right, it says 9 of them. Ah, I see. Figured this may be the case. May as well grab that, but then you guys can scout. What may actually be our plan of attack here. Right. Ten left, 10 left, 10 left, 10 left, 10 left. They're not turning left. Okay, well, we're gonna have to abandon that then. No. You guys start on that from that side. Alright. 80. Put some of you guys back. Okay. Bomb squad. 15 members this time. Do be careful walking under these bridges too. There tends to be a bit of a glitch with the game. And unfortunately it's present in both versions. Oh, that's hasty. Let's move the yellows out of the safe zone. Out! Like that, Molly hop. I think that's a white molly hop or whatever it is. Either way. Perfect. The Pikmin carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. It appears that their path back to the onion is blocked, and faced with what seems to be an insurmountable obstacle, they have lost their focus. This is unacceptable. I'll have to determine what is blocking the way and do what I can to resolve the problem. I thought you were gonna focus on this. But then you didn't. I found my gravity jumper. By manipulating the forces of gravity, this key component gives me the final boost I need to make the jump to the super light speed. Good thing I found it. Just kind of want to open as much as I can. There we go. Did something just eat my Pikmin, or did they increase? Can't see anybody missing. So it must have increased. Oh, must have been the, mollyhops and stuff being returned to the base. Right. So what I'll do is I'll get the reds to carry this back, and then I'll grab the yellow for the bombs. Don't know why this guy's is up here. I really need it. Come on. Cool. Should be more than enough. Cool. Alright. Bomb squad. Bombs, please. Thank you. Right. Now then, let's see here. We've got gates galore all over the place. So I'm gonna need one more. That's gonna need two. Alright, well, I'm out of bombs. I'm not entirely sure where the rest of the bombs might be for this stage. So that's a problem. Ooh, and I needed to destroy that one too. No, fellas, come on. There's gotta be some more bomb rocks around here somewhere. Let me have a look. I feel like there is. So we got the gravity jumper. There's one. Okay. I feel like one of them is like over here or something. Okay. That's fine. Find where you find the blue onion. Bombs back there. Thanks, Big Alb. Also, welcome on in. I'm not sure if I'll be able to reach that today. Gravity jumper. This anti-gravity device allows the dolphin to swim gracefully through the sea of stars like a dolphin. I've recovered 12 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search could now cover a wider area. Great! Slowly putting her back together. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the reds. Because I think we're done with the reds for now. And I think... for the moment, I'll put the bomb squad away. And instead, I'll focus on the blues. You just came out of the onion, mate, and you tripped. Never mind, I'm going to take the bomb squad back out. But I'm going to leave them here for safekeeping, because I don't know exactly where the bomb rocks are. Specifically. I found my #1 Ionium jet. Unfortunately, this puts out a slightly odoriferous exhaust, but it does propel me to escape velocity in an instant. The stench is a small price to pay for such performance. Okay, so there's that. At least. Just ran past the bombs, did I? They're near the part. Oh, okay, there's the pipe. I see. Thank you. Well, at least that's 2 parts for the day. That's my quota met. Number 1 Ionium Jet. If this is damaged, I'll be in dire straits. I will have to run a system check as soon as I can. Now recovered 13 out of 30 parts. If I can find the 16 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Thanks, Wii Remote, for sending them over that way. Bomb squad, come here. Oh, hi. How you doing? Alright, bomb squad. Thank you, camera. Okay, Wii Remote, I need you to not screw this up. Some of them hit the branch there, but that's fine. Do not call them. Do not call them. Do not call them. There we go. But like I definitely didn't get the 25 that the wiki was mentioning. I think I got gypped. Alright, let's blow up this wall. Well, these two walls here, actually. Oh, this one's a dark one. Alright, never mind. Okay. Nice. Make a start on you. Fortunately, all the bomb rocks have been used for the day. I haven't got any more. Hold it! Straggler search. No stragglers. Great. So we can focus on getting this part then. Not sure if this is 15 or 20. Oh, that's perfect. I found the automatic gear. This thing chugs right along at its own pace. It makes piloting much easier, giving me time to concentrate on the finer points of space travel, like avoiding meteors. Oh, wait. Sure, guys. Where are you fuckers going? Yeah, you're not getting that back today because you went the wrong way, you morons. Good grief. Pikmin AI! Why did they go that way? Good lord, man. The pellet went the way that I wanted it to. But the gear went the completely opposite way. Where are you going? You're just taking it on a world tour at that point. Good grief, man. Surprised I managed to call them all back in time. Didn't break the wall by going the long way. Doesn't explain the pellet going the right way, though. That's just weird, because the pellet's about the same size. 8 days since impact. I have managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal as it launches ever higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the distant spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. We lost 9 in battle, but we sprouted 22, so that's still good overall. Very nice. That opens up the forest and, not the forest level, the distant spring, which has the most parts in it so far. We're still struggling through the forest navel here, but I think that's actually going to be a really good stopping point for the stream tonight. We've made some really solid progress. We are well on our way here. We've done the impact site, we've done the Forest of Hope, and we're getting a good start on the forest navel. So I think next week what we'll do is we'll try and finish up the forest navel and get started on the distant spring. But all in all, I think we're making some really solid progress here. 13 out of 30 and it's only day 9. We're good. We're doing well. However, next week, I would like to show off the 2 hidden bosses in the impact site, as well as the hidden boss, of course, in the distant spring. How could I forget that? So we'll probably start with those, and then we'll just start gathering the parts. Or I might do it the other way around and go for the parts first. Try to finish off the forest navel. I don't know. Either way, I think that's going to do it for me for tonight, because it's nearly 11 o'clock, and I have work in the morning. So I think we will leave it there. Alright, stream schedule for the rest of the week will be, of course, tomorrow night will be the continuation of Skylar's Spyro Year of the Dragon. We are continuing our playthrough of Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. We made a kinda decent start last week. We could have made a better start if the game hadn't been such a hassle to stream in the first place, but we got there in the end, and yeah. So that will be tomorrow night, and of course Pokemon Yellow / Pokemon Stadium version will be on Wednesday night. If you want to see more Pikmin action, that will be on Monday night next week. Not too sure if we'll be finishing the game or not, but the game is pretty short, but I do have 3 optional boss fights to show off. So we'll see how that all goes next week. Considering I'm actually... Honestly, I'd say I've actually been playing somewhat mediocre. At best. Like, I feel like I should have twice as many parts as I do days remaining, and I just haven't met that whatsoever. I've been focusing solely on growing my Pikmin numbers tonight, but they're so up there that I don't think I'll ever have to worry about that ever again. And it's more so I'm just carrying the enemies back so that they don't respawn the next day. Because as I learned with the Bulbobs earlier in the Forest of Hope, if we defeat them and then just leave them there, they just regrow on the next day. So it's best to take them back to the Onion. So we will see. But I'm hoping to finish this game next week, but we'll see. We'll see. It might have another short stream. Like, I might actually like split it so that it's so that perhaps next week is the Forest Naval plus the 3 optional bosses. Finish that off. And then go for the Distant Spring and the final trial in the next week. After that, so might have another 2 streams up. But we'll see. We will see. Depends on how quickly I can get through the Forest Naval, I suppose. Alright. Anyway, let's go and see if we can raid someone tonight. Who should we raid? Let's go and raid Foxy Dargan tonight. Playing Final Fantasy... Oh, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and raid them. Alright. Have a good night, folks. I will see you all tomorrow night for Skylar's Spyro Year of the Dragon, and I will also see you all on Monday night next week if you want more Pikmin action. Catch you then, folks.